oh, it's been like 84 years. No, it's been like about 3 weeks.
3 weeks can feel like 84 years, man. Depends on what you're doing for that time. Well, yeah. Either way, all my bad attempt at a joke aside, we are going to see Dan versus SNooFL. So Dan, the original Mario master from Chicago, we're going to see what he has. And obviously, he's still got it if he's going to be facing SNooFL. And I'm guessing what's like loser semis, if I had to guess off the top of my head.
Yeah, this would make sense if it was loser. Yeah, this is
loser semis.
Yeah,
cool.
It is
loser semis.
Yeah, because SNooFL. I saw SNooFL beat Jimmy on that setup over there, so it would make sense that this would be loser semis.
I love that tag. But yeah. And one of the things that I like to talk about in this matchup too is these characters love to play very similarly, like to space with back airs, love to use their up tilts to get really good combo starters, and love their up smashes to kill too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is gonna be at low percents. This is gonna be a relatively like a slobber knocker because they're gonna be going back and forth. There's not gonna be a whole lot of big combos. There's gonna be moments like that where Dan just like decides to go for it. Nice back air to kind of dislodge him.
Wow.
Up B's him right out of
Look how much percent Dan got out of that situation.
Yeah.
It was about even.
See, that's the scariest thing about Dan is that you just say to yourself all the time, all right, just don't fall into the Mario combos and you're going to be fine.
Yep. And honestly, as people have been playing this game longer and longer, they've gotten better at playing anti-grab too. So Marios haven't been able to rely on just those down throw setups. They have been relying on more like spacing and neutral, like trying to get the back airs to get damage, maybe a falling up air. But yeah, and that is really nice spacing on that back air is going to take that first stock.
Yeah. But like the thing is that like you keep telling yourself, like it's almost like a mental game. It's just like don't fall into the combos, don't fall for the stuff. You know Mario's game plan, just don't fall for it.
And at the same time, you got to stay.
Starts landing straight hits, and then all of a sudden you're up to 50%. It's like, okay, how did I get here?
Yep. And at the same time, you cannot panic when you're in those situations, especially when you're in, say, even like what the Midwest has famously called the Diddy Vortex. I like to think of it the same thing with the Fox Vortex. When you're in the Mario combos, you got to make sure to stay calm, and you got to make sure that you know when to escape him too, and try to go there, because he's guaranteed some of that damage off the down throw, but you don't want to let him get free damage after that. You can get the guaranteed damage all he wants, but don't give him the extra damage. Oh!
That was nutty.
Nice. All right, yeah, Dan's showing his dominance this game. Interesting choice for the back air. Maybe he was going for the DI mix-up.
Yeah, he just kind of wanted to. I think it might have been also looking for the reverse hit. I don't know. Either way, it was just one of those things where I think that was the one option where it would have been true, or like the most true option out of that entire thing.
Yeah, maybe an up air, but an up air wouldn't give him that much out of it. All right, now SNooFL trying to find some footing. Gets him off stage, which is nice for Fox. Fair footstool. Yep. SNooFL clutching out that game one.
Yeah, Dan shaking his head. That was kind of a rough loss right there. Like that. That was just unfortunate positioning on Dan's part. Like, he had the right idea to kind of press his offense right there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to remember that it's Fox. So if you're in a position like that, you're kind of like looking to get fair footstooled.
Oh, yeah.
And SNooFL just capitalized on it. He just showed no fear. I mean, because you got to do that as Fox. In those situations, you don't not benefit from it.
Yeah, and that was a far fair footstool too. Usually you see him close to stage where they try to catch him by surprise. That was pretty far off stage. Nice DI from SNooFL, getting way out of that, using the platform disadvantage and teching away to get out of that Mario down throw combo.
Dan's still chasing. Oh, caught the no tech and takes that stock with authority.
And you saw that experience with Dan's side. Normally people would see, oh, that's a Mario combo. I get the guaranteed up air that I can get a follow-up out of that. Dan's like, no, you can solidify the stock if they don't get the tech.
No, let's see, here's the thing. With Dan on Smashville, he intentionally goes for stuff like that. Like, he counts on you not teching on that platform so much. Because, like, he is really good at positioning himself there at the right moment and punishing no techs. Like, that's one thing that he's always been ruthless at. Like, his punish game, above all else, is probably his best asset. And
I don't know why.
That's proof positive right there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why, but every single time I see Shine used for its intended purpose, it just looks weird to me. Ooh, trying to catch the roll back from Dan. He's not going to get it. Dan covering so much right there, too, but SNooFL's going to sneak out of that situation with his life. And, yeah, Dan's in a very great position. Yeah, up smash, down smash.
With the down smash on the way down there.
It's SNooFL going off stage with that Fox illusion.
And now SNooFL's just got to watch out with his landings because he's just one up smash away from losing this game. Could have probably gone for the up smash on that second jab right there, but then again, was a little bit out of range.
Dan was doing so well, just not showing that panic option that SNooFL was just waiting for that whole situation when he was in the corner. He just kept his calm, and he was just like, no, you can keep doing all that weird jab stuff on shield. I'm going to be fine. All right, nice fireballs.
Just hanging back, playing his spacing game.
And that up air does so much damage on shield. That'll kill.
All right, now SNooFL really does have to play perfectly because one mistake by this ledge will be the end of this game.
But at the same time, Dan's got to watch out because it wasn't that big of a percent difference, but fair footstool ended his life very early on the second. He's dead.
Yep. See, that's the nature of Fox, where you got to be in those positions. You got to capitalize on every single moment that's given to you, because if you don't, then people like Dan, they will close out the games. Like, you need to have that clutch factor in the pocket.
Oh yeah. I think Dan was really just like, I can hang on the sledge all you want as long as I don't get fair footstool. I'm gonna be okay at this percent.
Honestly, okay, so like that fair footstool in game one, that's something that Dan really doesn't fall for twice.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that he's probably not going to get fair footstool for the rest of the set.
All right. Yep. SNooFL doing the spacing battle really well. And yeah, Dan not going for a lot of these grabs. He's just going for his back airs right now. Nice up smash
hit there, and converts off of it into double up air up B. Covers it with the jabs.
Mario's not fast enough to catch that Fox illusion on stage. He's got to hang a little further back if he wants to try to be in a position to punish it.
Yeah. Still, Dan's doing a very good job of just kind of staying just outside of SNooFL's range.
Man, it's so weird. They're just very different characters with the way that they look, but they just seem so similar in their play style. And that up smash is going to take that first stock when SNooFL's going to whiff his up smash. I'm not sure if you heard what was said right there, but it's a little.
We definitely can't repeat what we definitely can't repeat what Dan said on stream, but
it was a very shocking situation.
For lack of a better word, he was rather surprised at that up air right there.
I was a little surprised too, honestly.
Just leave it at that.
All right, now SNooFL's going to try to get something started right there, but Mario can escape it without getting too much damage on. I like I like the DI that SNooFL's giving on these up tilts. He's letting Dan get the down. That
kind of DI is making Dan really kind of work for his combos. It's not like one of those things where, okay, he's just going to fall into like 7 up tilts and then get up aired a bunch of times. Like, he's actually DIing to where he's forcing Dan into options where he like has to like focus and follow him.
Yeah. And what's been so smart of SNooFL too is he'll mix in some of the other DI as well. So when he would get some of the down tilt down throw up tilts, he would DI towards him, and it seems like down because he kind of gets that weird arc on his trajectory. But he also DI'd a couple of them either up or towards where he can get the forward air follow-ups. Like, he's doing a good job of making Dan just think about where his follow-up's going to come from the down throw, which is I'm giving SNooFL just a little, probably like a second or so to think about if he's going to survive the combo. Because Mario gets so much out of down throw. At this percent, probably not as much, but ooh, DBZ!
That was a really good trade for both of them. It just kind of resets the situation and falls into the up smash, and Dan's going to be taking a 2-1 game lead.
I'm really wondering how many. Like, I think almost every stock this set has either been from an up smash besides that one fair footstool that SNooFL's gotten. If I had to put money on it right now, that's what I would say. But we are going into game number 4. It's been very back and forth. That game 3 was a lot closer than the other ones. The first game, SNooFL kind of snuck away with. The second one was a little more convincing in Dan's favor. That one was basically a last-hit situation. And honestly, who swung first was SNooFL, and Dan punished him for it. All right.
On the run back.
Back on FD.
Dan's going to get his stuff started. Could have gone for a jab block there, but just kind of didn't react fast enough.
I like him going for that up throw instead of the down throw there. SNooFL's been doing well on the down throws.
I love the forward smashes out of certain strings. Like, it's just there's a big enough gap to where Dan can just like get like that doesn't matter. He's just gonna get out of it just by forward smashing like that right
like
there.
That, yep. And the fireball helped him actually like get a combo started out of that.
Yeah, because like situations like that, that's mainly where SNooFL's still stuck in his movement, so he really just can't avoid it too much.
Nice falling neutral air into up smash, the Fox classic, and now SNooFL's going to be sitting with that lead. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling that we're going to be getting a game 5 set. But I've been wrong a lot in the set so far.
I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to game 5 either. Both these players, they are really high caliber.
New school and old school going at it. And nice dip down going low on the Fox, on the Firefox to get back to stage.
Tried to get that recovery on the 2-frame, but it's not going to get it.
And nice job saving his jump till after he Fox illusions. And just walking around. Really, walking is an option that's very underutilized from certain players. They expect the dash, they expect to get a maybe go for the quick follow-up, but walking just kind of can strike fear in your opponent as well, and at the same time give you a lot more options to act out of.
Dan, he's trying to be as patient as he can be, but there's not a whole lot of things that are working.
Great tech on the super jump punch. That's not an easy tech.
And he tried to follow up with a back air there, but didn't get it. But will take that trade. 97%. He needs to get one big combo going. Get himself back in it. SNooFL's just got to play perfect right now.
And nice back air is going to seal it out.
All right, nice. Just sticking on his fundamentals, and we're going to game 5.
JV 2-stack for SNooFL, showing a nice change of pace from that last game. So momentum's in SNooFL's favor. Let's see what Dan does about it. He's been in this situation before. Obviously, he's had all those games with, we know the old GGA people, the Demitis, JJ. I don't know why. I just thought, I was like, where is JJ? Anyway.
He's in Korea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like we're going to Smashville. Dan and SNooFL have both been in situations where they have their back against the wall, and let's see what they do. SNooFL last time was just earlier against Earl of M when he was in this situation. Dan trying to space out and get in with back airs, pushing SNooFL to the corner, but he gets out of it.
All right, gets a grab. This is where he can get stuff started. DIing out, still falling into all these up airs. That's damage that SNooFL really doesn't want to take.
And I was expecting an up tilt from SNooFL. Maybe he's playing a little scared, or maybe he just wants to play it a little more cautiously. All right, gets him with the late hit of that dash attack, which is what Fox wants.
Coming through with down air. SNooFL now starting to get his damage going.
And really, Dan's just been showing a lot of, like, he knows how to get out of a lot of these Fox combos, too. I haven't really seen the typical Fox Vortex work on, Dan fall into it.
Really. The thing is that anytime that he's getting hit, he's staying calm. He knows, like, he knows the avenue that he needs to get out of those certain setups, and he's not really worried about falling into the Vortex because realistically, you know, he doesn't really have to worry about Fox killing him until, like, he's at this percent, like 90 plus, you know? So he's just got to work. If he falls in the Vortex at low percent, he's just like, okay, well, I know my way out of it, and as long as I don't take that much damage, it'll be fine.
And that unsafe back air very close to shield is going to let SNooFL just get an easy up smash going into last stock game 5.
Yeah, that's actually one thing that Dan has been doing kind of poor. Like, anytime that he's been super close, he's always been relying on back air out of shield. He hasn't been thinking about spacing it properly. So all really SNooFL's just been looking for opportunities like that where he can just, you know, get out of it.
And you saw that adaptation from Dan. Dan realizing that he's not been able to get a lot of conversions from that down throw earlier in the set. He's deciding, I'm just going to take the guaranteed damage with a super jump punch and try to reset and get stage control back out of it. But right now, SNooFL, there's the Fox Vortex that we know and love. All right, and a lot of these last Well, it doesn't last it just yet. Mario's got to, I think, get a little bit more percent. Or no, not Mario. Fox has to get a little more percent, I think.
SNooFL is right now in pretty solid stage control, trying to get this done, but as the percent racks up, so does the risk of him losing out on this.
And you saw SNooFL going for that falling neutral air, and he's going to get it against Dan.
He clipped him with that back air, and SNooFL is going to close that out in a close 5-game set. That was pretty good.
What I love about that situation, too, is that Dan's been winning so many of those interactions at the very end